What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Mediazewtv. In this episode, we find Ceddy Nash going toe-to-toe with Hernandez Govan. I know all of y'all remember the huge argument that he and Ceddy Nash had with the threats being hurled right after Govan was found not guilty of masterminding the murder of Young Dolph. But go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's go.
All right, man, so exclusive interview real quick. We had Terrence Gangster be able to sit us down real quick and hash it on out as far as all the go concerns. I don't eat pie, so I don't know how you're going to kick that out. And just toss me, you know.
Yeah. I just, from what I seen, you kind of look like you ate a few pies or whatever, I ain't know your menu at the crib.
Yeah. With carnivore, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Sometimes pescatarian type shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't really eat sweets like that, though. Candy and all.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I probably eat candy every 4 months or something like that.
Oh, okay then. Say no more then, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm normally on point with my, judgments and shit, but, I guess my bad.
Yeah, it's cool. I wanted to do something because it was something you said that I think you believe that it was the old lady who was the factor, essentially, in your case.
Yeah. You referring to the interview that I did with Gangster?
No, because you said it on No Jumper as well.
I said, okay, yeah. I most definitely feel like that played a major part because by me not knowing her and she was very unbiased. She had no dog in the fight, and she actually known Cornelius for 30-some years, and said he was like a relative, like a grandson to her. So for her to get up there and say those nice things about him, and then immediately say that if he told the detectives she received $800 and a note, then he was a lying piece of shit. And so, I just feel like that kind of stuck with the jury, and that lady, she had no reason to lie, especially for me. If she was gonna lie for anyone, it'll be somebody that was like a grandson to her.
I think what really did it in, and I'm gonna be fair, I think it's only two things. One was the lack of communication up until, and the car. I think the car, when people think about it, they're not paying attention to exactly how you got there. And what I mean is this: the officer that came in and testified did not come in and testify for the state. You rarely see a cop that went to a case and he turns around and then comes to the defense's side and then say his testimony. I think that's what ultimately got you clear. I don't think it was the old lady. I think it was a nice little thing, but I think you just being nice.
Yeah.
Do you know her? You took her to dinner?
Nah, hell no. I wasn't there.
Is she cute?
No, you talking about the old lady?
Yeah.
You ain't see her? No. She no disrespect to her. She's she's an elderly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You never
I
been
wouldn't
with
even.
an elderly?
I wouldn't even. She of that age where I wouldn't even play with her like that. And no, she like I don't know her exact age, but no, I definitely wouldn't do nothing to tamper with the case. You know what I'm saying? I guess what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's just wouldn't even came up. Like, my attorney Manny Aurora, he wouldn't even allow that. If there was even an idea of mine. I never heard of that lady. Never. She was involved in the case. She got involved in the case through her grandson, play grandson, or whatever, however you want to characterize it, Cornelius Smith.
Bringing it up, yeah.
Exactly. But as far as you make a great point when you say about the detective that came and testified for the defense and for me, and so yeah, that probably did hit home with the jury or whatever, because he testified to the fact that if that car was wiped down, like Cornelius said, then
What was the products?
he would have noticed it because
It wasn't just that though. It was where's the blood in the car? Y'all both got shot.
Exactly.
Where's the shattered glass? Where's any of this stuff that you're saying?
Correct. Which made it seem like more so that, someone was trying to do some like framing type, saying, because he, like he said, what's the word I'm looking for?
Exonerated?
He exonerated me with that, but when he produced, like when he went through that car, like he was the one that actually went through that car. So when he seen that it wasn't anything in there, or whatever, everything that Cornelius said about that, was just crazy from that point on, because this officer had no reason to come testify for us or whatever, and he's sworn to uphold and protect.
And one other thing that they said, and I think this was the final nail in the coffin, there was no bullets found in it. There was no medical report on Cornelius Smith that said that he got shot.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, Manny, he pointed that out as well, and I never thought about that myself, because
well, you don't really think, to be honest, because you try to test me, bro. Like,
yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't think. I never think. If you, where I'm from, what I'm saying. We call it TTG, train to go.
Mm-hmm.
We don't think so. And but with that being said, before I even hired Manny, I was on 23-1. So I had a whole lot of time to think and go through discovery, and I never thought of that. So
did you read all 200 pages of it?
200,000 pages, you mean?
I got 200.
You got 200?
I only had 200 pages.
Oh, yeah, it was over 200,000 pages of discovery. Yeah, so somebody maybe cheated you or something, maybe your...
I wouldn't have read no 200,000. I wouldn't have read no 200,000.
Yeah. I know, for sure I wouldn't have, and that's why I applaud Manny Aurora, because him and his entire team, they went through every piece of paperwork in my discovery. Like it was unreal. Like, bro, I couldn't even explain to you like how, ecstatic I was to have an attorney like Manny Aurora. It was just
so
unreal.
Did Gucci Mane pay for that attorney?
Did Gucci Mane pay for who attorney?
For Manny Aurora, or was it Yogotti?
Somebody pay for my attorney?
Yeah.
See, you really you starting to really like piss me off, like with your questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you're trying to be funny or what.
Nah,
you know what I'm
saying? You said you had caught a dove in the sky, you wasn't letting shit fly. So I was thinking to myself, like, I woke up and seen a dog trying to shit on my line. So I'm woofing on shit right now,
Yeah. I see. Look, I said a couple of my little phrases. I see you. You know what I'm saying? You came back and you quoted a couple of. Yeah, I said, yeah. He liked that joint. You know what I'm saying? I soak up. I was around the old school partner of mine last night, and he said a couple of phrases. I wrote them down too. So that's how they get passed around. But now, though, you know what I'm saying? I think you know the answer to that question, No, I know.
I don't, no.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer.
As much stuff as you don't know the answer to that?
I got a big head, not a big brain.
Okay, yeah, for sure. But now, man, I paid for my own attorney, man, me and my family, so we did what we could. I wish I did have some celebrity support to help me out, yeah.
Do you think they can? Because it seemed like you love the villain role, man. Like, you definitely could be typecasted in a lot of movies, and I ain't gonna lie, it'd be the same role. Bad guy, win or lose, bad guy, win or lose, or a henchman or something, and you off in the video in like 2-3 minutes, like the first black guy that died kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever you just said, whatever.
Because you kind of come off like that substitute teacher, that PE teacher, you know what I'm saying, that throw the balls at the kids and shit.
Yeah, that's what I come off of.
Yeah, probably smell like Hennessy and shit. Come on.
Sound like you want to kind of null and void the agreement that we had got through gangster, because you said.
I mean, turds don't have shit, so ain't nobody running shit over here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But let's get into it, because my people ain't going to be on my head, and if I don't ask these questions this way, I do believe that you didn't do it. I think you coming on the live kind of some old shit, because they try to say you gave me $10,000 or some shit. to run the story or some shit. I don't know. There was
you $10,000 to run it. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, me and you, nah, I wouldn't. Nah, that's crazy. I wouldn't get nobody $10,000 right now for nothing in the world, especially nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because me personally, I need 100,000.
Yeah.
But I'll take half now.
Yeah, for something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. You better if you agree to do something for me like that, then you better get your half up front.
Yeah, nah, I ain't. Hell no. And that's not no diss towards Dolph or nothing like that. Cause I rock with Dolph. I don't really. But let's do it this way.
Yeah, I seen a little joint you was talking about who was the better rapper between Dolph and Gotti, I think, and you said Dolph or whatever.
Dolph was a better rapper. Gotti is a better song maker, like club and shit and anthems and all that. That's just what it is. Like,
so you saying Dolph was more lyrical than Gotti? That's what you're saying?
By 1,000,000%, yeah.
Oh, okay. You been drinking?
Water.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What song could you point to and you
what you been drinking? Cut water.
Nah.
Yeah, but nah. You know, I mean, Dolph was a very, very talented artist. I mean, you know, I got an ear for music. Apparently, you don't. Gotti was way more lyrical, like how he could subliminal dish you, how he could, you know, take words and, you know, how he had a way with words. I just didn't get that from Dolph. Dolph had punchlines. Dolph had things you'd be like, damn, you know. But, you know, I mean, you can go back to Rico, you know. You ever heard the song Rico?
I did. I slept through half of it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Say no more. What's
You
up? Well, you know, the easy song. Yeah. To each his own, you know what I'm saying, for sure. I'm sure you got a lot of people that'll agree with you and me, so, you know, it's all good.
They ain't gonna agree with you, man.
We
sure. Rock with the King of Memphis, and we ain't talking about
Yeah.
Memphis, you know, we're talking Dolph Land.
Well, you know, the King of Memphis, 8-Ball. So, you know, 8-Ball and MJG.
That day was from Orange Mound.
That's Memphis.
But y'all act like y'all won a war in Memphis from what I used to hear.
We what?
Yeah.
Who won? When
I used to hear like little stories like they'd be like, I'm not from Memphis, I'm from Orange Mound. I done heard a couple of cats put that in my inbox like, hey, bro, Orange Mound, we do things over here. We ain't like the rest of them niggas.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Nah, see, Orange Mound is in the center of Memphis, Tennessee. I mean, basically what they probably was trying to say to you was that in Orange Mound, you know, sometimes, you know, we do shit our way. You know what I'm saying? It can't nobody, no other community or neighborhood come in and control or dictate what we do and how we do it. So maybe that's what they meant, because Orange Mound is in the center of Memphis, Tennessee.
Because once upon a time, somebody said, nigga, we war with the city. So I don't know how true that is, but that was one of the first things that used to come out when I used to do the stories on Young Dolph.
Oh, okay.
But did you personally greenlight that hit on Dolph? Yes or no?
No.
No?
No, absolutely not.
What would make people say that, you think?
What would make people say that?
Yeah. Because people still believe, they think you got away with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you did.
Yeah. You said I did or I didn't?
Huh?
You said I did or I didn't?
You said you got ears, right? You can hear, right?
Hey man, you should have been. You need a part-time job as a comedian, man. You know, for real.
No, I work at Amazon. I'll be lifting boxes.
You be lifting boxes. Oh, okay. But now on the more serious note, I think they believe that the ones that do is because some of the, you know, a lot of the lies that was being told by Cornelius, you know, and so, you know, and then, you know, the media don't make it no better how they, you know, portray you to be this mastermind or whatever, you know, off the dribble at the beginning, you know, from the very start of the case. So it kind of painted a bad narrative toward me, you know, from the beginning.
But I got to agree with what my little albino bro be saying. He said, if I was in your position, I wouldn't have took the damn 7 years. I would have took it and fought it. I mean, ultimately, you got off, so why take the 7 years if you're so innocent?
You talking about the 10 that I signed for?
Yeah.
Well, you know, like I said in the No Jump in the Vlad interview, you know, having a talk with my with my son, and he just came to me out the blue one night, and just was like, Daddy, you know, I want to holler at you, and so we sit down and he was just like, he asked me, would I take the deal for him, and I asked him why was he feeling like that, and he was just like, I don't know who told him or whatever. I guess because I know I was never gonna tell him what the possible outcome could be if I blew trial, and so apparently someone did, because he was like, Dad, I'd rather lose you for a few years than the rest of your my life or whatever, and so when he said it, of course immediately right then, and I was like, I reassured him that he wasn't gonna lose me for the rest of his life, and then the next day I ended up, me and Manny, we was sitting up chopping it at the hotel, and I told Manny what my son said.
What hotel was this?
It was in Memphis, Tennessee, downtown.
The one that Say So P got killed at?
Nah, I don't know. I'm not sure what.
Did you have something to do with that too?
Nah, I ain't no Say So P.
Okay.
I ain't no Say So P, dog. Well, you think I'm this big bad wolf, don't you?
This is what they say to me. They say, "Oh man, you just went out there with Quet, man. He this, he that," and I'm like, "That's cool," but I say Candyman 3 times in the mirror when I wake up.
Yeah, for sure.
I like scary movies.
But nah. I actually know. On a more serious note, again, I know Say So. I know Say So P mom. You know what I'm saying? A good person. I ain't seen her or talked to her in a minute, but good people, and never got a chance to meet her son. But nah, definitely not. But yeah.
So you sat in the hotel room with Manny Aurora.
Yeah, and I chopped it up with Manny, and and he was just like, I told him what my son said, and he was just like, he ended up telling me something, personal as it relates to his son, and he was just like, what I told him was kind of tugging at his heart, and he was just like, cause he asked me, he was like, it's like, Govan, could you do a little more time? And I said, yeah, man, why you say that? And he was just like, I think we looking great. We still looking good, and he said, but what you told me about, your son been kind of eating at him, because it's always a chance that you could lose and blow trial. Nothing is guaranteed.
Right.
Yeah, no matter how good you think your case is, it's always that chance. And he was just like, if we did lose, considering the bond that we developed, you know what I'm saying? Because, me and Manny, we just rocked for like 4 years straight, dealing with this case. So, we done argued and hung up the phone in each other's face, debating and going back and forth. So he was just like, if we lost, it'll be hard on him, because he wouldn't know what to tell my son or whatever. So he just, asked me to consider, taking the deal. Made a few phone calls and to the few people that mattered, and got their opinion, and a couple of opinions that I got were from females, and that's close to me, and they was just like, they wanted me to take the deal, because they was just like, it wasn't worth the risk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Being in the streets, if you're not willing to do a 10-year sentence, then you should have stayed on the porch. So I just looked at it like that, it wasn't. I knew how they was trying to paint this picture, and they was trying to manipulate things from the case and make them seem like, certain things that they weren't. So, it was scary, so that's why I decided to go ahead and, tap on out and take the 10.
So was Dolph killed because of music beef, street beef, or money moves?
In my opinion, Dolph was killed for music beef that turned into street beef.
How you formulate that opinion?
I formulate that opinion because, I don't know if you've seen years ago, Gotti and Dolph actually had a show together. I think it was in Memphis. It may have been at the fairground.
Yeah. You got that stupid ass polo on.
Yeah. yeah. You so great.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Ay, candy stove, sweet like sugar. Down south, shot it, she a looker. Ay, from the dirty, let us crooked.